This is a friendly match using headed goal. This is using a 1980 season, which I've edited and created. There are many seasons available from the original game, as well as you can find for download. This is one of my favourite football games, other than Football Manager and PES, where you can kind of get a simulation of what happened in real life. So, without further ado, this is 1980. I've got Belgium, who were the runners-up in the Euros of that year, and this is England in 1980. Just a bit of background. England at the time had lots of talented players who were part of, I think, 5 consecutive European winners. So, starting with Liverpool, 77, they won it in 78. I think Nottingham Forest won it in 1979. Nottingham Forest won it in 1980. And Aston Villa in 1981. So a lot of those players from those European Cup teams played for England, as well as lots of Scots and Welsh, but this is England. So I'll go through each of the players very quickly. Now, for the most part, I've downloaded a lot of photos off the internet. It takes time, but I think I found them. Like I said, the Belgium had a good side then, and this was the basis of a team that would go on to become semi-finalists in the World Cup in 1986. A lot of those players are in this particular squad. They had 2 world-class goalkeepers. So I'll start off with Jean-Marie Pfaff. As you can see there, the lower the consistency rating, the better, whereas everything else is out of 7. So handling it, he was world-class, Pfaff. I could even put consistency as a 1 there. That's the highest you can get. Left back was going to be in this particular match is Gerard Plessis, and the reason why how the computer selects it is based on the stats I've inputted. Some players start regularly and always, and some players have a 50% chance of starting. So, and even then, you can change it around at this particular screen. In defence, they played a sweeper system, and sometimes mostly 5 at the back. So you got Luc Millerkamps, one of 2 brothers. Walter Muse, you can see 2 out of 4. So this is out of 4. 4 is for world class. 3 is if they were really in that particular season was good. So, but he was to have a 2 is still pretty good. And Rancon, Michael Rancon, he had a 2 there as well. So that helps. Right back there, a world class right back in Eric Gerrits. He could get up and down the pitch. He could run, as you can see there, 2 run. And for tackling, he has a 2, which is good for a fullback. Jean Kouleman's another player that would develop into a world-class player, but even now in 1980, he is still a good player. He's got 2 out of 4 for crossing. Bearing in mind 4 being the world-class, it should really be 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 for crossing, 2 out of 3 for running, 2 out of 3 for passing. He's not world-class, so he won't get a 4. Sorry, all-time great is a 4. Then you got Wilfred Van Moer. Who was the schemer in that midfield. He's who makes Belgium tick. So he's got a 3 passing, 3 corners, 3 free kicks. So he will be the man who'll probably wear number 10. Then you got the midfield force called Van der Eycken. I haven't really changed his stats at all. He probably could do with a 0 or a 1 for run. So he doesn't stand out necessarily, but he was a decent player. Then you got a tricky winger, but at the moment I've put him as a midfield right, and that is Francois van der Elst, who was a pretty good attacking, skillful player in his day. Not to be mixed up with Frankie van der Elst, who is a similar sort of name, who came a bit later and played in midfield, centre midfield. Up front, they've got a very capable striker in Erwin Vandenberg, and actually I needed just to change him to a 2 in the air. We'll get round to that, but this is just a test match, like a friendly match. And on the bench, you've got another world-class keeper, like I said, called Michel Predhomme. I think Predhomme played in 1990 World Cup, and I think 86 was Pfaff again. 82 was Pfaff. I think Pfaff played in 86. But either way, they had 2 world-class keepers. So that's pretty much the side. There's no one. They've all got pictures. This Belgium side. So I've gone on the internet and made sure every one of these have got pictures. As I say, this is like a little trial match that I decided to record, as I want to build up a bit more about headed goal. There's a fan base. I think the nearest game to this is called Classic Soccer. Different designer, but the program is the same. Richard Hanna. You can choose the way they choose to play the football. So I'm going to play sweeper, stay normal, ball to feet, and that will be it. So press save, and go to England. This is a team I'm very familiar with, having grown up with them. So Ray Clements, sadly, not long passed away. So Ray Clements, good goalkeeper for Liverpool. Kenny Sansom, attacking left back. Attacking, he would run forward quite a lot, actually. So I probably could do with changing that to a 2, but he's a good, decent left back and defensive. You got Dave Watson, a very rugged, tall defender, very good defender. You got Phil Thompson, who played for Liverpool, good defender. Mick Mills, who played for Ipswich Town, who at that time had a really solid side and would have throughout the early 80s. Then you got Terry Mack, who played midfield for Liverpool. Then you got Trevor Brooking, otherwise known as Sir Trevor Brooking. He's a knight now. Played for West Ham, good pass of the ball. Got Ray Wilkins. Sadly, we lost Ray about 2 years ago. But Ray Wilkins went on to play for AC Milan, one of the first Englishmen of that era to go to Italy. And he played for Manchester United as well. Played for QPR, Rangers. Really good career, really cultured on the ball. Some people said he passed too many sideways, but he was a good player. And then my actual hero growing up is Steve Coppell. Very underrated. Yet another Manchester United number 7, who when they talk about number 7s, they always forget Coppell, which annoys me no end. But Steve Coppell was an excellent Man United player, played for 6 or 7 years for them, and had to retire at the age of 28. But he was a really good player for England and for also Manchester United. And any United fan, good true United fan, would know the value of Steve Coppell. Then up front, the one world-class player they've got is Kevin Keegan, with the big old perm there. At the time, I think he would have been playing in Germany for Hamburg. Just a superb player. He will score lots of goals. Now, up front, I have a choice. I'm going to move around Mariners. What you do is you hold it down in Mariner, despite where you see the cursor. Look where I've got my actual pointer. That's what you want to look at. And I'll touch Woodcock, and there it is. So Paul Mariner, Woodcock will start on the bench. So Paul Mariner is the striker. Again, he recently lost Paul Mariner. So a lot of that generation is beginning to, move on. It's all very early, I might add. Very sad to see. You got Tony Woodcock, played for Nottingham Forest. Then you got Glenn Hoddle. This is young Glenn Hoddle, so they're all wearing the same kit. So I downloaded it so that they all wear the same kit. Talented player. He really should be starting, to be honest. But at this time, not many people, I don't think the England manager knew how to use Glenn Hoddle. He starts on the bench, but this guy could play. Maybe I've overrated him a bit, but I know there's a 2 there. Free kicks probably could be a 2 than a 3. But just a superb player. In goal was Peter Shilton, another world-class player, but he was, at the time, second to Ray Clements. Over 10 years, nearly 20 years, these two swapped positions constantly in the England team. Both of them were world-class keepers. And the third one as well, called Joe Corrigan, who was also very good. And when you consider Pat Jennings played for Northern Ireland, at that time, in English football, you had 4 world-class keepers playing in the same league, which is superb. I don't know if you could say that now. Right back was Phil Neal, another Liverpool player. Another Liverpool player was David Johnson. You got Gary Birtles, another Liverpool player in Ray Kennedy, who was a superb player, but sadly, around this time, I don't think he realised at this point, this might have been his last true season, maybe had another season or 2 left in him, but he sadly went down with Parkinson's. But what a player he was on his day. He was superb for Liverpool. He was a centre-forward for Arsenal, and then went on to play for Liverpool with great distinction when they won the European Cup at least twice in his time, maybe 3 times. 77, 78, and I think he was there in 81 as well. I could be wrong on that one. Left back is a lead stalwart, Trevor Cherry. Again, we lost Trevor Cherry fairly recently. Last couple of years, excellent, outstanding player for England. At left back as well as centre back, so I can change his rating ever so slightly. And yet another Liverpool player who by this time I think had just moved to Wolves, centre back Emlyn Hughes, who's been playing for England for 10 years at this point. Very dynamic player in his day, but at this stage, he's just vanilla. And finally, the first black player to play for the senior England side, Viv Anderson, who played right back for Nottingham Forest. So quite a few Forest players in there. Birtles was from Forest, that played for England at this time. So again, normal. I wouldn't say ball to defeat for England. They were more of a longish ball team, more direct. So I could probably look for target man, which would probably be Mariner. And you can play around with it too. Like Keegan doesn't have to play there. I could put Keegan here. But I'll stick with this for now. So that's England's setup. So how it works is this. You've got the team ratings as well, which kind of, if you look, they're almost the reverse of each other. Belgium have got a 16 defence. England got 11. Belgium have got 13 midfield. England got 14. Belgium 10 attack. England 16. Which means England almost will go straight against that defence. So it should be a tight match. However, this is being played in Belgium. Now, if I want to make it neutral, the ratings will change ever so slightly, probably more in England's favour. Don't ask me how it works, it just works that way. And like I said, each of them have got their individual skills to go with this. We'll keep the kits the same, but if I want to change Belgium's, there's the alternate kit. Keep it that way. England's red kit, which I do like, but we'll keep it with the traditional blue and white. We're going to do it playing in Belgium. And here we go. Hopefully you can hear me above the din. It takes about 15 minutes to go through, so I'll be as quick as I can. I might speed it up just a bit. And stop it. So basically we're ready to kick off. You can see down here are the actual commentary. And here we go. I'll do my best to commentate. So here we go with England kicking off. Here's Keegan with the ball. The Liverpool centre forward. Searches it straight out to the left. The ball searching ball to the left to Terry McDermott. Here's McDermott. Drives the ball straight into the area. England on the attack straight on, early on. But that takes a deflection off of Gerrits. So at this point, I can change tactics for Belgium just by pressing ref's attention. But we don't want to. I think I made it slower, not faster. Might go a bit quick now. Here's Ray Wilkins for the corner. Well played by Faf. He rolls it out. Here's Keulemans for Belgium, deep inside his own half. Takes it down the left-hand side. Gets away from Koppel. Done a 1-2 with Plessers, and he is brought down. There's lovely flowing football there from Belgium. But Ray Wilkins came with a tackle, and it's a free kick to Belgium. Plessers, the left back, takes the ball, looking for Van der Berg, but away by Phil Thompson. Here's Van Mower, looking for Keulemans. Keulemans on the left-hand side, plays it to Plessers, who gets up for the header, and the first chance goes to Belgium. Plessers there, the left back, getting really forward there, got up above the defence, just a mistimed header. So already Van Mower exerting his influence on the side. Here's Ray Clements. To Terry Mack, getting down low, getting down early, but Gerrits takes it off him. Gerrits puts it in the air. Here's Van Velst. Saved by Clements. So really fast start by Belgium here. Here's Brooklyn, deep for England. Plays it forward. Here's Kenny Townsend, takes it forward. Plays a long ball into the area. But Faf this time collects it. That long ball won't work today, I don't think. Here's Van der Elst. To News. Out to Van den Berg, who's come wide. Van den Berg plays it into the centre. Here's Gerrits. Oh, Belgium playing an attacking brand of football. Gerrits getting back from fullback. Upfield, here's Runcorn. To Van den Berg. Van den Berg, cut out by Dave Watson of England. But here's Van Mower. What a start. A bit too fast for the commentary here, I'm afraid. So, Belgium have come out here, 14-minute start of the match gone. They've come out flying. Here's Koppel, inside his own half. Brings it forward. Looks for Brookin. Brookin and Koppel. Koppel's got past his man. But Rankar is there to charge down Koppel. And it's with Muse. To the right, to Eric Gerrits. Gerrits to Van der Elst. Van der Elst with a long ball straight into the air to Van den Berg, who beats McDermott, but Thompson gets it. There's Trevor Brookin, deep inside his own half. Can't get past Van der Eycken. Oh, they're battling in the midfield here, Brookin and Van der Eycken. There's McDermott, goes down that left-hand side, but Koelemans there, lovely defensive work. Brings it away, here's Van der Elst. Back to Koeman, gets past Sanson, puts it in the area, here's Van den Berg! Well, a lovely save by Clemency, quite easily collected it. Lot of space for Belgium here. There's Rankar. There's Watson for England. Quick burst of pace leaves Van der Elst. And here's Gerrits. Van der Elst. Van den Berg. Here's Van der Eycken, the midfielder. Plays it into the area, but away by Thompson, who just takes it on his chest. And England start again. Very slow start from England here. Here's Steve Koppel. Another long ball up into that area. Away by Millenkamps. There's Brookin. Brookin beats Millenkamps. It's a pass from here. Here's Ray Wilkins. Look at it, a little bit too quick for me. So, England have one shot, Belgium had 5. Here's Faf. This is much better now. And cushioned header by Phil Thompson, nicely pulled it down by the Liverpool defender. Here's his Liverpool teammate McDermott. McDermott looking for Mariner, who's gone wide. And England have got a free kick here. Rankar went up with Mariner. And Rankar caught Mariner there. And it's a free kick. Brookin stands over the ball. Brookin is going to take a shot for that. Oh, that was ambitious. Brookin holds up his hand there, walks back, getting daggers from a few of his teammates. Shouldn't take it from that far. 0-0 is the score, 33 minutes gone. England already struggling to get out the gates, whereas Belgium have come out flying. There's Faf. Van Moller. There's Van den Berg. And that's gone wide. There's Clements. And Brookin has it now for England. Puts it on. But Rankar there is having a good game at the back. Rankar intercepts. Now plays the ball forward to Van der Elst. But Brookin wins it there. Very tenacious play by Brookin. England begin to settle into their play. Wilkins, but Plessers has it. Plessers. Van den Berg comes deep. Short ball by Van den Berg to Muse. Muse onto Van der Eycken. Van der Eycken on the left-hand side. Rides the challenge from Phil Thompson and shoots. And that's wide. Clements for the kick, the left for the kick. And Wilkins and Millenkamp go up together. And Wilkins catches him, and it's a free kick to Belgium. Let's go for Van Moller. Koelemans brings it forward, get around for options. Here's Van den Berg, but broken up by Kenny Sanson. To Thompson. Thompson brings it forward, beats Millenkamp there at the halfway line, sends a ball up into the area. Well playing by first. So that long ball tactic by England is really proven to be fruitless at the moment. Let's go. Here's Van Moller, the schemer. There's Van der Rijken. And well cut out by Thompson as he beats Van der Elst there. Here's Kenny Sanson. And he's going to run. Well tackled by Van der Rijken there. There's Wilfred Van Moer. To Keulemans. Keulemans and Van Moer exerting their presence here. Here's Plessers. Plessers in the area. He's outside for a corner kick. Here's Wilfred Van Moer. He whips the corner in. There's Vandenberg. And saved by Clements there. Two straight. He had it straight to the keeper, but a bit of alarm bells here going for England. 2-0 to score, and they're going to have a tactical rethink here. Looking at the ratings, Terry McDermott's been awful in Koppel. So, we're going to favour one, so I'm going to go with Steve Koppel. Go ball to feet and go attacking. For Belgium, Van der Rijken is played as best he can, but we're going to go with Keulemans down the left. And Belgium are going to attacking here. They both want to break the deadlock. Van der Rijken kicks off the second half. It's 0-0. Belgium playing in the constant Vanden Stok Stadium. Here's Gerrits. Here's Van der Elst. Plays it into the area. Keulemans on the volley. So what we'll do now, it's 0-0. I'm going to, just for the sake of the test, I'm going to fast forward it till 10 minutes left in the match. So 10 minutes left in the match, England lead 1-0 by a goal by Steve Koppel. It's Plessers, away by Thompson. And Noah, here's Keulemans, takes the ball in stride. Oh, and pushed around the post by Ray Clements. So, there's Vandenberg from 25 yards! Nice play. Vandenberg trying his luck there. Clements rolls it out. England lead 1-0. Yeah, Belgium about 17 shots on goal. So if you want to see what the computer did while we fast forwarded it, it will change this as well. But they've gone hard as well for a start. Van der Rijken came off, and Verheyen is on. So we'll just play it to the end. And it was a 1-0 victory for England.